I'm about to exit, but I'm going to leave you with this. When was the last time you had a really good cry? I'm Marsha Spoken, y'all. MARSHASPOKEN. Y'all can follow me and I'll follow you back because I'm nosy.
Yo, that was Marsha Spoken, making us be all calm shit. Y'all give it up for the poet. So y'all, did I mention, everyone say feature? Say feature. We got a featured poet closing out this show. And y'all, we feature poets from all over this country. We featured poets from all over the world. My favorite poets to feature are the ones from right here in Houston. And this brother has been coming out to this show for many, many years. Y'all give it up for Brandon Dillon. Now, he's the cherry on top of this Poetry Sunday, so he's going to do a full featured set to close out the show. But before we get to Brand, we have more poets. And some of the poets we have here today are from Metaphor Houston, a youth poetry organization and group from right here in Houston. And I'm going to ask you really quick, I'm going to bring them out throughout the night, but we're going to start off with another, our first Metaphor Houston act. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Heather.
At a 12th grade reading level in 4th grade. My grades are perfect.
I never have to study.
All my teachers love me.
I take all honors classes.
Since I could talk, you've told me that I was smart.
That I'm special.
You never had to help me.
I never minded carrying the group project because I knew I could do it the best.
I never needed help. Even in 4th grade, I was a GT student, which stands for gifted
and talented.
Or as I like to call it, get me therapy.
Years and years of grading
have been grating on my frayed nerves.
The sparks I swallow.
Pray won't shed light on the holes in my confidence because my burnout is really a burn in.
You tell me to...
But the oxygen I take into and out of my lungs only feeds the flame.
You say passion burns inside of me.
I say it's self-hate. See, I only had passion for something
when I was good at it.
When I was special, not grade point average.
The lights in the bulb above my head flickers.
And I wonder what I'm worth if it burns out. That's why I'm burning in.
In 4th grade, I knew the times table.
I knew how to use a Bunsen burner.
I knew the proper way to measure volume.
But I never learned the proper way to measure my self-worth.
When two atoms or molecules combine, they trigger the chemical process known as burning.
When you combine low self-esteem and academic pressure, you trigger the process known as burning out.
I'm trying to stay strong under the pressure.
Pressure makes diamonds.
But just oxygen isn't enough.
Get me therapy. Some way to unlearn that smart is the only thing that makes me special.
Learn that I don't need to stay under this pressure to be precious.
When I burn out, I need to realize I'm on fire, not just see that I'm bright and shiny, everything you wanted me to be.
Yo, make some noise if you're burnt the fuck out. Yeah. Yo, man, we're going to bring up the youths. We're going to bring up some more throughout the night. Y'all give it up for Metaphor Houston one more time. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Yo, this poet drove here all the way from San Antonio, Texas. You put your hands together for Space Dragon.
My aesthetic. It speaks a language all its own, a dialect that's familiar yet foreign, There really isn't a proper translation. I am being rooted in the context in which you are witnessing me. I put this shit together. 3 parts individuality, 1 part survival instinct. I used to wear heterosexuality like a straitjacket, contorting my appearance into something a little easier for others to digest. In high school, that looked like me adding more bass to my voice, reciting recycled fantasies at sleepovers, changing my crush's names to girls, my straitjacket, the same size as my Letterman. In Catholic school, they teach you about every single saint, y'all. Patron saint of animals, of drunks, of teachers, of lost things, but no patron saint for facts. So in its absence, I created one myself. Celestial, diva, divine, a fag dressed in drag with a walk that can stomp out the devil. He, she, they bless us with pronouns that transcend the binary shackles placed on us by the same minds that gave us race and gender oppressors. She would speak with a quick wit, slaying all of her inner demons to filth, snatch for the gods, death dropping on homophobic false prophets trying to pray away my gay, turn my closet into kindling, and my straitjacket into something that we dust with. Hail, queer mother, turn our tears into diamonds, show the world that we are harder than any stone wall, for our freedoms are the products of bricks and barbed wire fences. Rest in power, Gabriel Fernandez. Rest in power, Alexa Negaron. Rest in power, every other queer soul whose names were forgotten or ignored or erased, whose melanin made living in their truth that much harder. Blessed are those whose houses were built on machismo, whose fathers fought so hard to put you in cajas made for boys and girls that you hid in coffins rather than closets. Blessed are those whose bodies don't match their soul, who must wage war against Christians that can wrap their minds around transubstantiation, but not what it means to be transgendered. Ashes to ashes and glitter to dust. In you, we pray, slay, and trust. Hail, queer mother. I pray for style and grace, for fashion and taste, but most of all, for you to keep us safe from all the trials and tribulations that we will face as a result of being one of your queer children.
Yo, that was Space Dragon. Can we make some noise for the LGBTQ community? That's what I'm talking about. Thanks for joining here all the way from San Antonio. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Yo, he came here all the way from Philly to celebrate his birthday with us. Y'all put your hands together for Mike Filler.
Free. Can y'all hear me? Free. Can y'all hear me? I wonder if it feels like the wind, like skin, you know, white skin that can swim through a sea of people and not feel like they're drowning. I don't know what freedom is, but they'll insist on telling me that freedom is me having a job, me being able to get on a plane to Spain or Prague, being able to pray to whatever God do I need to jog your memory, Ahmad. Freedom. Free. Freedom feels like feel free. Feel free sounds a lot like needing permission to me. I call you out and you say I'm a trip. But your words are as sure as words written on shores, so the signatures on these permission slips are forged. Or they ain't chores, because niggas ain't ever been something to do in the White House because they ain't chores. So our issues get swept under your rug. Never mop the scrub off your clothes covered in blood. We still playing catch up all over your election buttons, white collar crimes and ties to drugs that you never slack to flood powder detergent in hopes to wash out the sludge. Got niggas shackled to addiction. What's living when you're in a body you're afraid to live in? Sounds a lot like prison. Niggas be shackled to prison, get behind where that glass is, and finally get 20/20 vision. I peek through my cocoon. See, I can see they let my brother fly. For free. For sale. King Kunta, these walls got institutionalized. How much a dollar cost? You ain't got to lie. This is how to pimp a butterfly. But this shit was just a writing prompt. But I realized I'll pen stomp on pages while your words silently slide across count you clicking, all heads being compositions. Writing about how you accomplish this is hard to say your shit in a composition. knowing that whatever police stating in these statements will hold more weight than whatever we stating on. I'll attend more funerals than graduations, death search, no diplomas, because he ain't diploma, so he ain't make it. See, niggas passing, but getting left behind. And we just trying to buy some time, but niggas' call get declined. I wish I could chase freedom, I would. But you see what happens when we run? You run our credit, and our credit ain't been good in hoods. Can't afford Skittles in Arizona without putting our life down on a security deposit for change we ain't signed up for. See, niggas' lives be on leash. No, niggas' lives be on a leash. Y'all call it freedom when they give us some slack on our leash. Niggas ain't ever been free. But be free to die. Shit, dying ain't even free. I question if life after death would give us freedom. I asked the Reverend, if God is so forgiving, would that mean our oppressors could get into heaven? Aren't there riots on clouds when it rains? Is it because protesters are being hosed down? Is lightning the muzzle flash of a barrel? Is thunder the roar of the crowd and a gunshot? Is that why it's so loud? And freedom be silent like the wind.
Yo, that was Mike Phillips. Everyone say happy birthday on 3. 1, 2, 3. Yo, happy birthday, Mike. Thank you so much for celebrating with us. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Yo, put your hands together for the wonderful Janelle G.
Hello. Ooh, no, hello. Okay. All right, I got new shit. I'm in an abusive relationship, and I don't know how to get out. Y'all, she has been the only thing in the world that has brought me comfort. When my heart got broken and shattered, she was there. When I was homeless, she was there. When I got sexually assaulted the first and all the other times after, she was there. Even when my mother told me I wasn't skinny enough, she was there. She has been the only one in this world that made me feel safe. On the coldest of days, she'd wrap me in a blanket of shame so that I can isolate myself and use my body heat for warmth. So she tells me that I don't need anyone else but her. So I reject the concerns of others, put a smile over my anguished face, telling myself it's not just me, myself, and I, but with her on my side. She said she was humbling me, told me I wasn't good enough, told me I need to be more, told me I need to do more. She pushed me to reach a level of perfection that never existed and watched as I crashed to the ground. She has been the only thing in the world that has let me not feel. She said, although the pain will come back, although the shame will make you feel lonely as fuck, the depression will engulf you into a black pit of emptiness, you might even look at yourself every day and in the mirror and say that you are nothing. You'll take my place and tell yourself you're not good enough. Tell yourself that you're not lovable. Tell yourself that there's no other way but this way. But I'll be there. I'll be there every single time, even for a second. My eating disorder has been the only thing in this world that I thought I could rely on. It gave me a sense of control when life wanted to put me in chaos. It allowed me to hide away on the days that I did not want to be seen. And yet, it is killing me. I'm in an abusive relationship, and I don't know how to get out. Thank you.
Yo, that was a poet with a new shit. Thank you so much. Audience, I think we're ready for another youth poet. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Ariana.
I sit, perched on the shelf. A stranger's eyes size me up. Quick to find the label that says touch me. He pulls a string here, and my waist shrinks. Size 0 and even 00 could feel too large, too wide under a male gaze. What's eye-catching to mankind dictates my market price. Her make and model is worth every pretty penny when her locks go down to her waist. He browses the aisle to find the doll with the strongest eyebrows, one with posture straight as wood planks that would still bend with his will. All the lines on my face are intentional. The sharp wing of my eyeliner, the contour on my nose. There are no laugh lines, no frown lines. My acrylic smile won't fade. As he looks for looks, he chooses me. He manhandles me off the shelf, disregarding how much work it took to look like this. How many Beyonce mornings I woke up like this? He nods to himself as he scans my features. He found his strong eyebrows, his bold red mouth. Can I not also have a strong presence and bold voice? He makes sure I stand tall and have good posture. But why can he only see me when he looks down? I'm a finished product, but he makes me feel like a work in progress. There's always more work to be done on myself. More hairs to pluck, more blackheads to extract. When things are taken out of me, I understand that less is more. The less of a fight I give, the better for it. I realize my movements have been predetermined, planned out by man. The more men play with my limbs, the more I want to fall limp. Go from dresses to rags, Barbie doll to rag doll. He's not entitled to receive anything from me just because he has a receipt. I know my price tag is just someone else's label for my own worth. I know my make and model doesn't make me who I am, and I know you don't want to play with me.
Hey, yo, don't play with them. Don't play with those youth poets. That was Metaphor Houston again, Ariana and Kylan. If you have kids or you know kids that you think would want to get involved in poetry, check out Writers in the Schools. It's an awesome youth poetry organization here in Houston. Can we give it up for the kids one more time? Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Y'all put your hands together for Ayo Life Student. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping all the way to the stage for the poet.
Can you guys hear me? Thank you. So I'm Ayo from Lagos, Nigeria. Also called Naija, from my Naija people. Today's piece is the feeling of being neutral versus the seek of balance. The state of numbness after weeks of consistent flow of tears, like a broken pipe held together with glue. Or the feeling of fulfillment when you can watch the internal storms pass like a moving train. The zombie and robotic-like movements in order to get by, or the spring in the step and lighter movements while still overcoming hurdles. Over-explaining, oversharing, and going with the flow, or happily setting boundaries with others and yourself. The craving for right or wrong at the end of a relationship, or just knowing that sometimes the end of a home is just the end of a home. The famous self-love masked as selfish, or the love of all humans, including yourself. Thank you.
Y'all give it up one more time for Ayo from Lagos, Nigeria. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Mercedes, the Mac.
New shit, new shit. I'm growing. I said I'm growing. It's no secret. I can tell. Better yet, I was always better at showing. See, no one notices when the grass grows. They just notice when it's too tall. And no one notices when the seasons change. They just see all the leaves no longer in the trees, but not as they fall. I'm in a place of elevation, following my divine flow to my following destination, to my final destination. It's my life, my show, and I'm giving nothing but main character energy, earth tones. My melanin glows, and as I grow, life keeps looking differently. See, it's like one whole life equates to a series of many lives, and I'm here for it. First, we had the intro, ages 0 to 12. Then we had Scream, the terrible teens. Age 19, I became a mother, and after that, it was Girls Gone Wild, my 20s, and child. Now we have the dirty 30s, no, the earthy 30s, because I'm so damn in tune with myself. I used to like expensive bags, and now I praise my collection of plastic bags. See, I used to yearn for $1,000 bundles of straight hair, and now I take pride for each and every 1,000 braids that I put in my own hair. See, I used to be turned up. I'm talking Taco Tuesday, Ladies Night Wednesday, Thirsty Thursday. I'm talking every single weekend. And now I'm in the house, single, reading books, writing poetry on the weekend. See, I used to wake up all mad, headache, and I made bed, but now I wake up, realize I'm awake, thank God I woke up, and then I roll up, bake up, turn on the real loud Miss Nita Baker while I sing to my bed as it gets made up, because making up my bed gives me so much pleasure. Like, okay, boom. Making up my bed helps me embrace being a winner. I completed my first task of the day. I started my day on a positive note. Then after the world whoops my ass all day, I come home, drop my things, take off my shoes, because we don't walk on the carpet with our shoes on, shower, smile, and come and crash in my made-up bed. Try it sometimes. You might like it. And yes, I'm still growing. I speak my mind free from peer pressure, family pressure, work pressure, society's pressure. See, somewhere in between my drunk early 20s and early 30s, I found myself growing or outgrowing my old self, and even my shadow started knowing that my evolution was inevitable. I'm talking prayer, good mornings, drinking water, going to the dentist, moisturizing my skin, and really grinding for minding my own business, starting my own business, cut off my locks. I really miss them. I guess I'll get the twisting. Great herbs, I be twisting. Fresh herbs, stay stacked up in my kitchen. I be smiling. A permanent glisten, speak poets, speak the crowd, they listen, and now I'm hyped, my crown, I'm always fixing. I said I'm growing. Thank you.
That was Mercedes the Mac with the self-love and affirmations. Give it up for the poet one more time. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Enigma. Yo, give it up for Enigma.
Hello. Thank you. All right. Whew. This one is pretty new. Title is a work in progress. Right now we have, if you peaked in high school, I pity you. Growing up, I was always known as smart, as friendly. My mom told me I taught someone how to read. It's a shame I can't remember a goddamn thing. Looking back, I just feel lonely. I always had so much to give. I was either too much or sheltered from the ones who couldn't get enough. Don't worry. My self-image has never been my crusade. See, I have always considered myself a jack of all trades. I couldn't resist with a flick of the wrist, always being at the top of the list. It's just what I do. But a jack and a joker both start with the same letter, because I am a fool. A fool to think that everyone would understand me. Know that everything I encapsulate is immaculate and true. No, I'm usually seen as an NPC. Can I take a number for a minute of your time, please? I am constantly trying to remind myself that not every move I make deserves a sorry. I am brilliant, creative, and fine. I deserve to be cocky. Not many people can do what I do, how I do. Me a year ago could not do what I do, how I do. Me 3 months ago could not do what I do, how I do. I hate every version of myself prior to the one that has created this morning's crack in the chrysalis. I am under, I am Thor, love and thunder. Can you feel what's surging through you? That is the rising tide, calm enough to lull you in, scornful enough to spit you out. I am a switchblade knife, sleek and tasteful, dipped in sin. I am sharp, best keep your wits about. My name is Raven. I am an enigma, but never more one to myself. Now, if I could leave you with anything tonight, may it be. Just kidding. I forgot that last line, damn it. My name is Raven, and I am an enigma, but no longer one to myself. Now I wish unto you the consistency of change.
Yo, give it up if you know someone who peaked in high school. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Yo, this next poet coming to the stage, she is one of 2 coaches for the Metaphor Houston Youth Poetry Slam team. But wait, there's more. She's also the right about now Poetry Slam champion. Yo, put your hands together for Black Wildflower.
What's up, damn? Y'all looking fine tonight. What's up? It's your girl Black, and I'm back with some new shit. Y'all know I got a banging body and shit. You know, I look good. So people often ask me, do I work out? But nah, I did used to run track like several years ago, and back then, y'all, they used to call me Lil Speedy. Until my ex sped to tell the track team to call me a freak instead. Him and I never crossed those lines, but my mother coached me on a conversations course on how important a woman's reputation is. Even though I train with the boys, no one wants a daughter who is just too fast. My uncle told his daughters if they noticed I was cutting corners with the boys to practice distance. My reputation was never about who exercised the truth, but only the boys who ran with the rumors, and they always wanted to know, are you as nasty as they say? And the kink is, I stretch to fit the lie of losing my virginity, but no one cheers for the girl like they celebrate the boys who want to pass her around like a baton. The team comes, winning her finish line, she loses her fetishized purity, and no one wants the girl who they think was ran through. Maybe that's why in college, my ex always would sweat me about my past partners. He wanted to keep track, yet he was the one playing the field. And said I was more sexually experienced than him, so he cheated. I guess he just wanted to keep up with his assumptions of me. So no man wants to come faster than his girl, but let me tell y'all, I ain't never been fast at shit. I ain't never been fast at shit. I ain't never been fast at coming out. I ran away from who I actually wanted to bring pleasure to myself. I faked orgasm so he could flex. I've been jumping over other people's hurdles, yet my lane ain't never been straight. I didn't want to be the hypersexual, pansexual, black femme. And if you don't know what pansexual is, that ain't my damn problem. You need to Google it. That's what it's for. Especially when I'm told that I'm confused by men who say that I'm just bi 2.0. Say, I don't care if you gay girl, I'll still fuck you and your girl. Say, I don't care if you're gay girl, I'll still fuck you and your girl. He is only okay with my gay if he is the anchor in between both of our legs. The athlete in me knows my sexuality has always had a false start. Yet I'm still trying to work out how consensual sex feels. See, black women are coached into keeping quiet to keep a man, and even though I'm gay, somehow I'm still trained to please him. Isn't that what patriarchy is? I don't even want the damn man, and yes, it's true, I do like to fuck, No, it's not your business who I suck. Yes, I like to call myself a slut. No, you cannot call me one. Yes, I may be a freak. No, that doesn't mean that I've been ran through. No, that doesn't mean that I want to have sex with you. My sexual identity isn't a reputation of the world's records held, but my pussy's elastic, can stretch and return its shape all while gripping your little baton. So when I glide past, take a look at my freaky ass and know my pussy could sprint laps around your tired ass ego and still tread the curve of your girl's lips if me and her both consented to. And nah, my nigga, you can't watch. Now go run and tell that.
Yo, that was your Right About Now Poetry Slam champion, Black Wildflower, summoning the ambulance. Yo, that's how you know the poem's good, is when the fire truck comes and pulls us. Like, what's going on here? So if you like that poem, there's an event this weekend, and you like the poems from the Metaphor Houston team. They are doing a head-to-head poetry slam. It's the youth. It's the young Dallas writers versus the young Houston writers. Metaphor Houston. And they're going to do a head-to-head slam at the Post. Y'all know where the Post is? That's right. At the Post downtown, July 30th. It's this Saturday. That's this Saturday. Oh, I can go to it this week. Okay. And it starts at 7:30 p.m. on the rooftop. Yo, that rooftop is super awesome. Support the youth. Support poetry. Metaphor Houston. Black Wildflower. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Jamie. Y'all can do better than that. Y'all can do better than that. Coming all the way up to the stage, Jamie. Yo, rewind that, DJ. Rewind that. All right, we're going to pretend he rewind that. All right, so Jamie's not here. We're going to move on to the next one. Everyone say on to the next one. Huh? It might be. Yeah, it might be. Everyone say rewind. I can't read, but that's okay. I can read poems. Y'all put your hands together for Oh, Ray, me.
Hi, everyone. I'm O'Raimi. I'm from Houston. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm O'Raimi. I'm from Houston, but I've been away for like 7 years now. I've been in D.C., but I'm back to see my friend. So this is my first time like doing poetry, so I'm a little bit nervous. But I'm going to read a poem I wrote called Black Dolls Don't Exist. Somehow you escaped the womb, a doll, and you're okay. Somehow you escaped the womb, a doll, and your brother, a full-grown man. Watch out for him. They will try to take him from you. Let them twist your limbs and your words and your mind with a smile, but never let them break you. They will think you unreal, indestructible, unfeeling. Don't laugh or breathe or think loud enough that they misinterpret you. Don't exist too obviously or too happily or too uppity. They will use you when you are not looking and debase you when you are. They will think your body offensive. Cover it. They will think your body violent. Restrain it. Don't stay in the sun too long. You're dark enough already. Don't get tattoos. You look dangerous already. Don't pierce your face. Don't wear hoodies in the dark. Don't walk alone at night. Don't wear your clothes too tight. Don't let your hair get wet. Don't raise your voice when you're upset. Remember, that even your silence sounds angry. Don't talk about your mental health. They think you're crazy already. Don't carry weapons. It's only safe when the white people do it. Don't act crazy in relationships. It's only cute when the Spanish girls do it. Don't cheat for sport. It's only fine when the men do it. Don't have sex until you're married, and don't ask me if I did. Don't complain when he comes home at night with no explanation. Don't work hours so long that he's forced to cheat. Never marry a man that makes less money than you do, for his sake and for yours. Never approach a man. Such actions are unladylike. He is the hunter and you are the prey. Submit to him and always stay. Cook his meals or someone else will. Watch other women when they're around him. They are your competition. If he cheats, when he cheats, cry alone and cry quietly. Don't wear a skirt short enough that it's your fault. Don't move sudden enough that when they shoot, it's your fault. Turn your head when masculine words bore through your clothes and ravage your body on your way home. Don't make any sudden movements when they police and covet and judge your frame. Cross your legs when you sit and your fingers when you lie. Lie on your real voice when you distort it. Lie on your real hair when you avoid it. Lie on your own back and let him use you. Lay in the streets like an avenue, dying on the inside and crying over deaths that should have never happened. Remember, they don't have your best interests at heart. Remember that they'll forget that you have feelings. Remember yourself when no one else does. Remember that it's not your fault. Remember that you're not a doll or an action figure. You're not for play or for fun or decoration. You are not indestructible. You are not what they say you are. Your feelings are real and true and valid. You do not have to stay in place or grin and smile. You are not a doll.
Yo, rate me first time ever on this microphone. Y'all give it up for the poet. Well worth the wait. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Y'all put your hands together for Benjamin. Y'all better put your hands together for Benjamin.
Alrighty. I didn't think I was going this soon, but okay, this is about me. Alright. Maybe I'm him. My confidence continuously grows like evergreens year round, all seasons. I do this effortlessly. It's been a while since someone has stepped up and humbled me. They can sense my aura. They realize I'm a different breed. They feel the need to put pen to paper and take heed of my poetry. Parables, paradoxes, parallel. My poisonous poise is penetrating my peers. People drop their mouth in awe. They become all ears, so comfortable in the passenger seat as long as I get to steer, because I'm headed for first place. Look over my shoulder. I see people wheezing and gasping for air, trying to match my pace. I got a clear motive, trying to get out this disgrace. Living check to check, I'm still a youngin', finding my place. Maybe I should ghostwrite. I won't even leave a trace. Besides the pay stubs, without those you'll catch a case. Besides the pay stubs, without those you'll catch a case. And money's not my motive, but it'll help me build a strong base. I'm starting from the ground up. I feel like I already made it out. Can't wait to be counting all these commas in my bank account. Countless hours writing, couldn't even put an amount. You can hear my progress. I stand on roofs and scream and shout, I'm him. Because I skate and I 50-50 grind on these lines and I kick flip outboard my steeds level sublime. I stay consistent. I put in the time. I sit down, clock in. I work on my rhymes. I leave the opposition speechless. They becoming mimes, stuck in a box, strictly thinking inside the lines because I'm on a different plane. You can't touch this field. I play at BBVA. You're at your Sunday league soccer field because there's no, sorry. You're at your Sunday league soccer field. My foot on the gas, there's no need to yield. Don't challenge me, recommend a shield. Nothing more lethal than these words I wield. People freeze up around me, their lips become sealed, and that's just my presence you feel. And I'm so glad I kept it real because I'm him. Thank you.
Yo, that was Benjamin. That reminded me of the Snoop Dogg clip. You know, I want to thank me for everything that I did. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for David Horton.
How y'all doing? So I'm a virgin here for y'all tonight. So be nice to me, please. But this is my first time ever performing this piece. It's called Diamonds. Hope y'all like it. People lie all the time. We tell the biggest lies to ourselves the most. We say we want to be happy and get it only to run. We say we want love, but won't let go of the one that left us. We say we want to move to a new place, but we won't sign a new lease. We're like ants with our own bodies and lies. We allow them to crush us. We're told that diamonds are made from pressured coal, but you are not pressured coal. You're a living, breathing thing, so for you to become a diamond, you technically have to die and then be bent to the will of someone else even further to become this beautiful diamond you so desperately seek to be. But at what cost? Is your life worth so little that you'll lie to yourself and build mounds of pressure to tell yourself this is how the strong are made? Diamonds are only unbreakable because they are the result of something that's already been broken. So hard that it can no longer be anything else because everything else is gone. No breath, no life, no feeling. All that remains is the lie that you started with. And that lie was a confession from your mouth that you wanted to be happy. But from this side of the factory, you just seem to want to be seen no matter what the cost. You want to be adored, but the cost was so high that it cost you more than just that lie that you started with. So I ask you, what is the cost? What's the cost of a life? What's the cost of a lie? And what's so special about being a pressured stone? I'll tell you, the lie is to be seen as the strong. And if the strong are diamonds, why are they the ones holding the diamonds in their hands? You jumped so quick and didn't think to what you did. Sorry. You jumped so quick and didn't think about what it meant to be so shiny. You are now something, nothing more than a fair piece of stone to be exchanged by those who are truly strong. And I know that it's not right and it certainly isn't okay. But if you can change that one thing and tell yourself the truth, you can then find that true beauty in you. Diamonds are a girl's best friend and you aren't property to be owned, so why do you want to be a diamond again?
Yo, that was the poet David with a reminder that diamonds aren't shit. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? I think it's time for another youth poem to come to the stage. Y'all put your hands together for Kylan.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? We all love a bad boy anthem, a production with an introduction that has mischievous melody because bad boys have the best bops. When it comes to cops, we all know their theme song. All they produce are bangers. This next episode is going to be killer. All it needs is a trigger warning to tell us the bad guy got away. I already know his character description. Matching that of a villain. He sharpens his teeth with the razor blade just to prove he got more guts than guns. Walk with his chest out cause ain't nobody gonna kill a white boy with a gun. Cuts on his son cause he speaks in daggers. Let his hands lead his gate to grab and take what he thinks he's entitled to. Cue the music, add cinematics. Or does he prefer a song with more action? Quick and fragmented like bullet fragments. To view his victim's last words, add closed captions. The the shoulders and shot from their perspective. It's called Cops, broadcasting on a body cam. No rehearsing for this once-in-a-lifetime appearance. The live audience on set anticipates the setup, waiting for the cops to confuse a prop for a gun. But even when he doesn't mess up, he has no problem with the reshoot. He's always ready for another round. He doesn't care how many takes it takes. He's gonna take 1, take 2, take 3, take more lines till he's satisfied, always ready to add another clip. In the academy for 6 months, and we don't have to tell him
He's a star. His badge already does the most committed method actor.
Convincing his extras to play dead.
His leading role left him to their tombstones.
Names never reached the Hollywood pavements because they were shot by American shooting stars.
Bad Boys. Bad Boys have swept the nation.
TV screens replaying
another episode of Saga that never stops.
The network never dares to cancel Cops, but won't leave on next season as if we need another reason to watch this antagonist and his supporting roles.
White supremacists paying the cameras
to these series of murders and screaming out cues. Our reparations,
corrupt politicians can focus on how much visibility the murder scene receives.
Man, lawmakers are dicks,
taking and directing the conflict to safety,
while the unlucky soul caught at the wrong angle never makes their way back home,
only getting constant calls to heaven.
Bad Boys.
The credits roll with the same speed of body bags in the ambulance. Another stuntman's like stunted by a bullet of a gun. And we'll keep playing this again and again because we know it's a hit.
That was Kylan and Micah. If you like what you heard, one more reminder, this Saturday, 7:30 p.m., July 30th, for free, the Rooftop, the Post, Dallas versus Houston, Youth Poetry Slam. We can't let Dallas win here. It would be very unfortunate. So we need as many people to show up and support the youth as we can get. Y'all give it up for the Metaphor Houston team one more time. Audience, if you're having a good time tonight enjoying the poetry, make some noise. That's what I like to hear, so we're going to keep it going. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Timothy John.
What's up, y'all? How we feeling tonight? Yeah. Well, before I get started, if you happen to be alive right now, I want you to turn to someone you don't know, give them a high five, and say, "I'm glad you're here tonight." Cool. Well, I'm glad y'all are here tonight. I go by the name of Timothy John, and I help people increase their power. So I lead an education-based nonprofit that makes personal development part of education. I'm a leadership coach, but tonight, I'm a spoken word artist. And I gotta tell that I wanna tell y'all, this is an old piece, but I never performed it before. This is something I wrote my freshman year of college, but I always felt weird that I never put it out. And it's odd because this piece actually embodies a lot of what I'm about. And so for me, tonight is about finally getting it out. And here we go. This one's called Growing Pains. I'd rather go through growing pains than staying the same. I've been on the sidelines waiting to hear my name so I could play the game and make a difference. They told me sky is the limit, but doubt and clouding my vision. Working on staying focused and trusting my intuition. So when it's my time, I own it. I chose to accept my mission. So I gotta be on the grind, body, spirit, mind, because potential don't mean nothing if you waste time. So I never take it for granted. Instead, I'm taking advantage. Stacking the deck with the very cards I've been handed, determined to grow. So my seed has been planted. I'm fertilizing my talents and growing right where I'm standing. And everybody see the fruit, not the roots. And now the dirt you go through, time it took and when you grew. They see that finished product but don't acknowledge pursuit. So don't be fooled when you see me shining because I've been grinding in private. growing pains, growing pains. If you want to grow, you're going to have to go through the rain. When you're faced with the flames, do you burn or do you bake? When you start to feel that pressure, do you break or acclimate? Because it's growing pains, growing pains. Plant the seed and cultivate consistency. That's what it takes. You got to water every day. What if things are not okay? Is that when you start to stray, or do you learn from your mistakes? They say, no pain, no gain, Novocaine to stay the same. So I embrace it, I ain't afraid. Knowing if I'm patient, I'm gonna make it through. No excuse, nothing to blame. I'm taking control of my own fate. They told me stay in your place. Now they want to change places, and I'm the agent because the moves I'm making make it look like I do real estate, but I can't stay complacent. Every step that I take is on my way to greatness. Get in my way, get engraved in the pavement. Can't wait to say that I made it straight to their faces. I'm facing their constellations and stars, the praying as God for strength to make it through my trials and tribulations. Because even though I'm facing temptation, I still thank Him. So when you go through struggles, just know you're coming out better. When I go through fire, I rise up like 11, reading Hebrews 12:11 and 1 Peter 1:7. Sometimes you gotta go through hell to find your way to heaven. Growing pains, growing pains. If you want to grow, you're going to have to go through the rain. When you're faced with the flames, do you burn or do you bake? When you start to feel that pressure, do you break or acclimate? Because it's growing pains, growing pains. Plant the seed and cultivate consistency. That's what it takes. You got to water every day. What if things are not okay? Is that when you start to stray, or do you learn from your mistakes? I want to be legendary when I'm buried. I can't afford to come up short of secondary like February. I'm steady getting better. Ain't enough to be talented. Gonna go through some challenges. Just keep battling. Everything you want in life comes at a price. Sacrifice your energy, pride, money, your time. Prioritize in order to move forward. Something's left behind. Life happens. Adapt and improvise. Because every curse can be a blessing in disguise. When you go through crap, use that to fertilize. But you decide how you gonna react. You either stay down or take a stand. And no matter how hard it gets, I'm not going to quit. Only statistic I'm trying to be is the 1%. So I'm self-disciplined and selective with friends and the things I let get in, my mind, body, and spirit. That's a triple-double. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm just building muscle. I seen lions turn gazelle in the jungle, devoured by their pride. So be humble, because something about the struggle uncovers who you truly are inside. So will you stand the test of time when your time is up? Because diamonds in the rough got to get refined and cut so they can shine. Real gold gets refined when it goes to the fire. The cream of the crop always finds its way to the top. Growing pains. Appreciate the love, y'all. I love to connect with y'all. If y'all want to find me, I'm on Instagram at Coach Tim Harrison. That's Coach Tim Harrison on Instagram. And one more time for the beautiful people who haven't pulled their phone out, that's Coach Tim Harrison. Love y'all.
That was Timothy John with an old piece, but our first time hearing it. Y'all give it up for that poet one more time. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Yo, this poet trained, planed, and automobiled their way here all the way from Denver, Colorado. Y'all put your hands together for Ruckus. Keep clapping, 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 all the way to the stage.
When you love someone, you just don't treat them bad. But oh, now he feels so sad, now that he wants to leave. So he's crying his heart to me that I should just let him be, 'cause he just needs time to see where he wants to be. Where he wants to be. Okay, so now you want to see where you want to be. And you're no longer sure if you found what you want in me. After this many years of tears, fears, uncertainties, and bearing seeds, one would think you'd have some sort of inkling as if I was meant to be your queen or your court jester. But I guess the next thing I'm supposed to do is get choked up over you. Wipe the slate clean of all that extra bullshit you put me through. Take my pride, move it to the side, make room so I can get to running back to you, because you can't choose whether you want to leave your shoes inside someone else's door. Your dirty drawers on someone else's floor. Be completely gone, or just give me a little less dick and make it someone else's more. Well, if you want to go,
These are the rules of our disengagement. Stay out of my face. Stay away from my place. Don't be sweating your replacement. Recognize the rights you had and then recognize you waived them. Understand that your child's gonna have the last name of the man who raised them. Now you used to at least have my respect, but now accept the fact that you've lost it all. I suggest you kept 200 feet between me and your brand new broad, and so help you God. Don't say you're gonna come get him and you don't come. And don't call me after 11 because your ass ain't getting none now. I'll say this once. I want this to remain on your heart and in your head. The grass is only greener on the other side because of how much bullshit's been spread. But if you want to leave, shit, go ahead. No love lost, skedaddle. You ain't got to kick rocks, but you can definitely agitate the gravel, and don't call me when you find yourself upstream without a paddle. Because getting back into my life, oh, it's going to be an uphill battle on black ice with the slope sitting at a 90-degree angle with thumbtacks and your too small shoes and your socks coming loose around your ankles just to further irritate you, because it's like that now. So you can dip the end of this bridge in gasoline and light that now. See, new pussy never comes with loyalty, but you're going to find that out. Now, fuck thick and thin. I've been on your side through obesity and emaciation. Financial situations ranging from triple beams and bus passes to pushing beamers to plush houses and right back down to where we started again. I'm the one who sat brokenhearted when the guard would announce that our visits had come to an end, and in your unnecessary absence, I kept food in our child's stomach, clothes on his back, and a roof over his head, but this is the thanks that I get. You think telling me makes you more of a man because you're not sure where you want to be? Well, then kill yourself. Die a horrible death and be resurrected just to kill yourself again. See, this would make a lot more sense if you was just some dumb nigga and I was a random chicken head. But we invested time and asked for a blessing from God to do this shit. But don't think I'm about to break into tears and crying and ask you not to do this shit. I'll be breaking out my little black book looking for another guy to get me through this shit. Now, it's a shame that you don't know where you've seen the true of us. You have managed to distort the true meanings of love and lust, violated our faithfulness, thus losing my trust. But I'm stunned that you would even consider taking pussy over seeing your son on a daily basis. So here we sit with time wasted, tears streaming down faces that won't be released until after you've gone. But you can go ahead and call Tyrone. Hey, and tell him I said, come on, help you get your shh. And since I've never been the one to stand in the way of your happiness, go forth and be blessed. But don't think you'll leave him by upping your key in the half of the rent. Now, when you think with that other head, your thoughts can tend to get a little cloudy. But now let's see how hard it is for you to find a home instead of just a hoe without me.
Blessing us all the way from Denver, Colorado. Y'all give it up for Ruckus. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Yo, this is the other coach of the Metaphor Houston Youth Poetry Slam team. Y'all put your hands together for the Houston Poet Laureate, Outspoken B.
Man, there's a lot of people here. Y'all show love for Metaphor Houston. I'm really proud of this team. You know what I'm saying? They fucking dope. I really appreciate them. They've written some amazing things. Thank you, Selfie, for allowing us to come share our group poems with y'all and such. And this Saturday, be a witness of Dallas wasting gas to get their ass kicked down here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Gas, $4, and they about to lose every cent. You know what I'm saying? This poem is called. It's relatively new. I hope you like it. Relatively new shit. You know what I'm saying? Relative new shit. It's called Royal. It's about just loving being black and shit. You know what I mean, y'all? You know what I mean? And if you're not black, you better love somebody that is black. You know what I'm saying? Facts all day. Because the alternative is racist. I don't I don't make the rules. White people did. All right. So, it goes as such. America is notoriously known for not having royalty. All right? Our castles are Disney filled with Cinderella dreams. Your Majesty's familiarity is a heart on guard or a deck of 52 cards when it comes to royalty, Jack. America's glass slipper is celebrity. Bet that if I were to speak for Black American royalty, that is a promised pasture in view. Lift every invoice and sing, not missing a note or payment that what we are owed is past due. Yet we be Black Beth with our cauldrons. We conjure spells of joy with that have recipes that are guacamole extra, George Clinton fanfare, and HBCing you as expressive as Black American royalty, which is American royalty. That's better live and in color. Just ask the Canadian Jim Carrey. Y'all, we be opulent. There is no squire that has this much vibrance as an occupant. Check the lore. Check the lore in any geographic field. My royalty is still hanging on my mama's refrigerator door to this day. Stop saying we're magic when we're actually magnetic. This royalty is the very pull that turns a spinning compass to become a useless tool. Thank you.
Yo, that is your Houston Poet Laureate and the coach for the Houston Metaphor Youth Poetry Slam team. July 30th at the Post, this Saturday, rooftop Youth Poetry Slam for free. Houston versus Dallas. Please go support the youth. That's awesome. That's awesome. They've been sharing some really, really great pieces here tonight. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Spoken Right. Yo, clap in the front, clap in the middle, clap all the way in the back for Spoken Right.
If they kill me right here where I stand, would y'all bring justice to that man with my life in his hands, or would y'all pay him everything I ever owed? Like, here, congratulations for killing another Negro. Would y'all at least try to tell him how I was trying to be more than a nigga, making nigga figures in the killer nigga system? If they kill me right here in this place, are you gonna wipe the tears from my mother's face? And who's gonna keep my brothers from hate? Who's gonna put the fires out all over the state? My whole family is crazy. If they kill me right here, what picture would y'all wave in the air at one of those peaceful protests that I might just detest? It seems to me that they call them my riots before my people hear the sirens, regardless of the lack of violence. Because even if a dead Black woman on the poster is violent, but I'd rather be dead than silent, and I'd rather be broke than to be a tyrant. If they kill me, I hope that they do it in the grass so my blood can soak through and my soul can last. And if they kill me, I hope my people know that I was ready to die, because I knew they'd be scared of a Black woman's war cry. Listen, they know that I can pimp a butterfly. I can tell the caterpillar to shut her eyes and imagine what the quiet to do. Because inside the silence of her cocoon, her wings got stronger the wider they grew, and she found wisdom and belonging the higher she flew. If you want to save the future, you should hire the youth that fight for the truth. And when they're crying to you about their brothers and sisters dying by hands of men in blue, then don't talk to them about straps on boots when the straps are loose and the boots got holes big enough to put 2 fingers through. My magic was never sweet. This Black girl's magic is as dark as night. And without fairy dust or rhyming spells, my magic is still powerful. You should fear me, because even though my blood has shed for centuries, I will still stand. My melanin makes me immortal, slave to no man, fear me. For I seek to destroy my enemies. Black girl shows no mercy, takes none captive and leaves none breathing. Dark queen magic, yes. My rule is stern and intolerant. But while I am controlling the purpose of trees, I still distribute peace. but only to those that I deem worthy. They say that a melanin goddess can only bring chaos, but you should fear me, because my voice will rise above your screams and command silence. You suppressed it for so long that you've forgotten its strength.
Yo, that was the spoken right and spoken is right. Y'all give it up for the poet one more time. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for Michaela. Hey, y'all can do better than that. We're clapping in the front. We're clapping in the middle. We're clapping all the way in the back. Come to the stage, Michaela.
All right, I got some new shit. This piece is titled Masculinity. I have been a strong Black woman since I came out the womb. A strong Black woman is the perfect mixture of masculinity and femininity. Even though her circumstances has brought out the most masculine parts of her, she fights to protect her peace. Hyper awareness is not a necessity. She dreams of that life with you. She loves the way you walk, the way you talk, and how you keep your peace so she can keep her peace. It's the little things, like always walking on the outside of the street or making sure that doors are foreign to me. I mean her, she, me, I am. You give her peace. But why do I feel like I'm still in pieces? Maybe it's because every time we have a disagreement, you tell me how I should feel instead of acknowledging my existence. Maybe it's because you turn all the I's into we's, like this house wasn't a home before you stepped in it. Don't ask me if my glass is half full, because my shit is filled to the brim. I look to you to help me overflow mentally, spiritually, and sexually. But instead, you grab buckets of water from my ocean to fill your sea. But all I want you to do is see me. Your masculinity is a sword that protects me, but also pierces my skin. But after it's all said and done, I still crave your masculinity.
Yo, that was Michaela. When she said this poem is about masculinity, the guys were like, God damn it. And the women were like, ooh, let's do better, guys. Let's do better. So when someone says there's a poem about masculinity, we get excited about that. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I want to see about it. Y'all give it up for the poet one more time. Audience, are you ready for the next poet? Please put your hands together for a spoken word artist.
Hi, everyone. You can follow me on social media at a spoken word artist. I'm trying to remember to say that every time I get up here. All right. Oh, shit. There we go. There we go. All right. Home. City of Serve. The darkest clouds. The streets are foul. Will people see a value in your mouth? Then rob you of your smile, fatherless pictures. Most daughters got abandonment issues, solemn promises out loud. Divorce yourself. Consequences of broken your... Shh. Can I get a shh on three? 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Columns and steeples. I used to look out for peoples. Nowadays, I gotta look out for peoples. My spirit higher. There's no stop, drop, roll, and hellfire. Now I mind my business. Now I'm business minded. No lie. Normal kids was practicing their lullabies when I was practicing my alibis. Metaphorically summoned. Poems strong enough for a man, but they made for. I write about the stuff I go through, while rappers rap about the stuff they don't do. I'm so insightful. Dark cloud over my pen, cause it's so enlightening. Orgasmic shaking, my flow hot. Woo. It's passcode. It needs authorization. When you're homeless, dinner is packed at a corner store, so you sleep late. And whoever slept on benches was your room. I used to fear hurdles. Now I step over them. Are you listening? I'm speaking to your soul. I'm spirit whispering. Why students give teachers the blues? Maybe because they took in prayer out of school. Contrary to the popular belief, I chill though, but I got friends that know death around the corner. And they still go. I'm out of my mind. I'm beside myself. These times will scare you. Children learn about sex through trial and error. I got loyalty issues. I can't even trust myself. As soon as I sin, I call on God and start telling on myself. And just because you raised the shadow, don't mean you found yourself. I want to go back to being a I want to go back to being a Toys R Us kid. For real, for real. Because these bills are getting for real, for real. I'm so easily distracted. I'm so easily distracted. I should do better. I start writing this poem on a suicide letter. Dirty South, Galveston. They ain't listening. We've been having dirty water since Flint, Michigan. My mama say, boy, cut your fro. Her house, her rules, you know how they go. My friend of me say, Khalid, you on tour? Well, go break a leg. It's funny how they want me to break a leg just to gain green. No labels needed. They got everybody Suwu and Paru. Oh, well, I guess scientists are right. Red blood cells.
Yo, that was a spoken word artist. If you like what you just heard from him, on September 17th, he is curating a 1,000-person audience poetry show. Kings versus Queens. They've already got over 100 VIP tickets sold. If you're looking to see like probably the biggest show that'll be in Houston this semester, hit up Khalid. He's got tickets for sale. I've also got tickets for sale. Sharika, are you here? She's here somewhere. She's probably at the bar inside. She's also got tickets for sale. So if you're interested in attending that show, hit one of us up. Y'all, huh? Thank you. Happy birthday. Everyone say happy birthday, Mike. Yo, so if this is your first time here, this is a poetry group. We meet here every single Wednesday. We actually started upstairs with less than 15 people. And now we've grown to an organization with a social media following of over 1 million people all across the world because of you, because you show up, because you share about us, because you come and you share your poems. So what we like to do is we like to expand the fact that we are a living, breathing poetry community, community of poetry lovers and poets. How we like to celebrate that is this is my favorite part of the show. It is our 30-second selfie break. Here's how it's going to work. DJ Johnny Forte, you're going to pick a song. Don't play it yet. You're going to pick a song. Don't play it yet. Audience, you're going to stand up out of your seats. We're going to try that again. You're going to stand up out of your seats. You're going to introduce yourself to someone who you have never met. You're going to ask them if it's okay to give them a high five. If they don't give high fives, you can do an air five. If you don't do air fives, you can do a peace sign. You're going to take a selfie. You're going to take a selfie with that person, and you're going to tag us on social media at WAN Poetry, all right? So, Johnny, you got a song for me? Drop that song. All right, audience, you got 30 seconds. Let's get those selfies up. Let's get those selfies taken. I was looking kind of dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. If you know songs saying, well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Hit the road and then run it. Didn't make sense not to live for. All right, y'all, we are going to take that straight into our intermission. We're going to come back with the short second half of our mic. Our featured poet, Brandon Dillon. But first, our intermission. Now it's your time to get a drink from Lalo in the back. $8 sangrias. $8 naughty, I don't know. Ask him what he's got. He's got $8 specials in the back. Long Island iced teas. We got the best tacos in Houston, the taco in the parking lot. We got pizza made to order on the patio, restrooms on the inside. We're going to take a short intermission and be right back with the second half of the show. Take it, Johnny. My world's on fire. How about yours? That's the way I like it. I'll never get bored. This is your 2-minute warning. We got 2 minutes before we are back with your featured poet. Well, a short lineup of poets and your featured poet, Brandon Dillon. We got 2 minutes left. I say Mike, you say check, say might. Might. I say re, you say spec, say re. Re. I say second, you say round, second. Second. It makes some noise, find your seats if you're ready for a second round of poetry. All right, we're going to switch this up. I'm going to tell you who's on deck, and then I'm going to welcome the next poet up, all right? So on deck right now, I have Angie. Next up, coming to the stage, y'all put your hands together. Put your hands together. Put your hands together for Sarah Tonin. Keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep walking, keep clapping, keep walking, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping, all the way to the stage, Sarah Tonin.
After coming out of a year-long depression, I caught up with a friend, and he said, wow, it is about time. I'm so happy the old Sarah's back. I really miss your energy. My energy. He missed my energy. I take note of how he did not say that he missed me, but rather a part of me that's constantly withdrawn from my own account, transferred to everyone else for their benefit, but is rarely deposited back where it belongs. I've always been a people pleaser, known to light myself on fire to keep everyone else warm, and that's why I burned out in the first place. When depression took hold of my spirit, those who once gathered around my campfire began to disappear until the fire in my eyes burned out completely. You know, they always told me, you never know how someone truly feels about you until you don't give them what they want. And then they prove that to me. You see, my energy is a part of me, but it is not always consistent. Though I've been told my energy burns as hot as Houston, Texas weather, transferring warmth to everyone I meet, it did go through a freeze. And that's when everyone migrated. They said, we love your energy. We miss your energy, but it's gone now. So we're going to go find someone that will give us what we want, when all I needed to hear was, we love you. We miss you. Tell us what we can do to help bring your special spark back. Many wonder why I could not simply reignite the fire in my spirit when I had nothing to keep it ablaze. So I remind them, a car can only drive so far if you don't stop for fuel. You can only make so many withdrawals if money is not deposited back in. This energy does not just run on its own, y'all. It is fueled by love. And will you still love me even while my happiness goes on an extended vacation without even submitting a proper PTO request? Will you still love me when the light in my eyes transitions into daylight savings time, succumbing to the darkness much quicker than before, remember long periods of time? Will you still love me when depression's claws rip through my flotation device called happiness, grab me by my ankle and pull me under the water? Will you still love me? Will you still love me? Did you ever even love me at all? Or did you just love the part of me that directly benefited you while you disregarded the parts of me that you couldn't cash out for personal use? Because that is not how that shit works. My energy is a part of me, but it does not define me. I define me. My energy is the chapter. I am the book. My energy is the espresso. I am the latte. My energy is the side dish, but honey, this is the full motherfucking meal. My life is not a buffet. You can't just pick and choose the parts of me to love that are easiest for you to stomach. You take me exactly as I am or not at all. I refuse to fully love someone that will only love a part of me. I only want those in my life that are all in 100% through every season, because that's the only energy that I have time for. Check on your strong friends. Thank you guys so much. My name is Serotonin. If you like what you heard tonight, I'm going to be performing in the Kings vs. Queens show on Saturday, September 17th. I've got some tickets after I drop my lip gloss. I've got tickets here with me tonight if you want to buy directly from me. I also have a virtual link. Follow me on Instagram at Serotonin621. That is SARAHTONIN 621, and hope to see you there.
Yo, y'all show some energy for Serotonin. Make sure to check her out at the Kings vs. Queens mic. On deck, I got Joe. Next up, coming to this stage, I want y'all to put your hands together for Angie.
New shit. Let me ask you a question. Is your glass half full or half empty? Is your glass full of half promises and lost hope? Or is it half empty with the little that is left of your self-worth? Let me ask you that again. Are you happy? Or are you just not satisfied? Are you pretending to smile just to feel happy? Or are you happy for now until things change? Being optimistic is hard, isn't it? Look on the bright side. Smile. Everything will be okay. People have it worse than you. Be grateful for what you have. And oh, my favorite one is, I'm fine. It's fine. Everything will be fine. Seems like people mask being optimistic. Seems like people mask being optimistic by just slapping a Hallmark line on it and calling it positivity. Have you ever just noticed how fake optimism enables poor behavior? Fake optimism is the biggest source of trauma, and I'm not a therapist or anything, but having to hide my emotions and suppressing them more and more every day is what led me to having anxiety and depression. Fake it till you make it is the worst form of motivation possible. Why can't we just be real and say, I'm not okay, and that's okay? It's okay that you're not okay. It's okay to feel your feelings. It's okay to have feelings and to live your feelings. It's okay. So let me ask you this again. Is your glass half full of water to hydrate you, or is it half empty because you drank it? Thank you.
Yo, that was Angie with the new shit. On deck, I got Damian Olives. Next up, coming to stage, please put your hands together for Joe.
Yo, thanks for the compliment. Okay, great. I fell in love with an angel once, surrounded by his glorious blind light. Come, my pretty, he said to me. Let me raise you up to God's holy court. You are filthy and unclean. I must teach you how to be. You are my sweet thing. Rise, my pretty. Better to be seen and not heard. Better to smile and not frown. Let me put my hands all over your body just to remind you how much I own you. My eyes glazed over. My fingertips losing that soft, silky touch of autonomy. It's better this way, he whispers. I fell in love with an angel once and stopped looking at myself. Every mirror made me sick. The blank screen on the TV gave me silent screams. My own self-image poisoned by the angel on my shoulder. The miracle sent from heaven, the fat fucking baby on some damn ass cloud. I'm tired and I'm scared. Terrified of that empty place inside of myself that wants to fall in love with him again. That delusional little part of me that thinks I deserve him. I mean, it was simpler when I didn't have to think for myself. Living is scary and I'm afraid. I mean, it's simpler when I didn't have to think for myself, right? Clouded in a toxic, delusional reality, giving him my life force, sacrificing my mortality. But this is not my cry for help. This is my battle scream. This is the anthem to my own resurrection. Rise, pretty. Get on the boat for a long journey. Get swallowed by a whale. Learn a lesson or two, then remind yourself that you're always worthy. Looking at my reflection in the mirror, I burst into flames. My skin producing heat hotter than this nationwide heat wave. I'm melting off the chains from being his pretty little love slave. I almost getting scared till I remembered what I learned in Sunday school. Behold, the bush burned with fire and the bush was not consumed. Exodus chapter 3, verse 2. Thank you.
Yo, give it up for the poet. Give it up for the skirt. Give it up for the poet, Joe. On deck. I got Micah from Metaphor Houston. Next up, coming to the stage, put your hands together for Damian Olive.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I was asked what my tattoos mean. It means my tattoo artist has seen me way more times than my therapist because a needle dragging across my skin to create art is way more cathartic than Susan telling me I need self-love. I was asked what my tattoos mean. They mean growing up in the DMV didn't make me more of a man, but rather gave me more scars for ink to cover. I was a young, black, gifted kid, told that I could build mansions one day, only to never seem to have the resources. Because while my white classmates built their foundations for 4-car garages and lavish kitchens, I seemed to only end up with a walk-in closet. for my skeletons to hide. My sense of security was ripped away at 6. At 13, I believed I'd be better off dead, so 3 times I tried to see my grave early. I was asked what my tattoos mean. They mean being everyone's shoulder caused me to bear their weight and mine, and in times I'd crumble, I'd punish my flesh for not being as strong as God. I was asked what my tattoos mean. They mean I'm trying to recover from darkness created by scars I received but didn't ask for, from a lack of boundaries, lack of attention, lack of love and care, because my mother was trying to change the world and our circumstances. My father decided his help was best on weekends and celebrations, that love for me was only reserved for sometimes. So yeah, what do these tattoos mean? They mean I am a human who still bleeds, that in every battle I choose to get back up. Proof that every time I land on the pavement, it's just because my legs needed some rest before I run again. That sometimes pain can create a masterpiece in the end. Thank you.
Yo, make some noise if you have a tattoo. Yo, audience, I need y'all to help me out. Everyone go, shh. Let's try one more time. Everyone, shh. So I do have one request. When we're back out here, we're having fun. We're enjoying the poetry, y'all. The interactions we give should be lifting the speaker. If you want to be the speaker, I have this list, okay? And this list is open to everyone. So if you want to be a speaker, you want to type, yo, come sign up on this list, share your piece. Otherwise, if we're back here, we're respecting poets, we're respecting poetry. If you want to talk and chill, yo, we got a parking lot, we got a front patio, we got an inside, do your thing, you know what I'm saying? But as long as we're out here, we're respecting the mic. Everyone say yeah. Say hell yeah. On deck, I got Esma. Next up, coming to the stage, y'all put your hands together for Micah and Metaphor Houston.
I'm tall, guys.
You have a problem keeping knickknacks that don't matter.
They matter.
Hesitate yourself because you are always tripping over your own.
I'm not that clumsy.
You consider these tangibles as rare collectibles.
I don't.
When really these items are commonalities of your everyday life.
This is my life. Why are you
representing how little you let things go? When will you ever let things go?
I don't know what you're talking about. I am perfectly normal.
You keep souvenirs of your sadness, mementos with moments that hurt you.
I'm hardly hurt.
A showroom with no value, as if you're in an antique shop and no one is buying what you're selling. You're a hoarder to these emotions.
Is this an intervention?
Yes, like that mirror you won't let go of. How long are you gonna hold on to it?
No. If I don't hold on to this mirror, then how do I ever remember the time that I sat red-faced and shattered? How do I remember when I cried? I cried for far too long just so that I could see what my face looked like when it was crumpled up.
Get a new mirror. The other one is stained with dust. Your reflection is only in shambles because you know how to
Clean myself up. No. If I don't keep this mirror, then what other object will fill the hole in my heart where that gold-framed glass once stood? You see, I have to keep this mirror.
For God's sakes, what are you keeping these keepsakes for?
Everything is for keeps with me.
Everything is an heirloom. Everything is irreplaceable.
I have to have room for all.
This baggage.
I'll make room. I'll put my depression in the corner. I'll squeeze my anxiety in a jar. I'll tuck my fears under the bed. I swear everything will fit. Everything will fit just fine.
It's not fine. Clutch onto your clutter. Your clutter is killing you.
My clutter is saving
Trapping
me.
you inside your own head. You can't find your way to this. Tripping over
pieces of myself.
Old rugs of who you used to be.
I am who I used to be.
Not.
These knickknacks keep my past in the present, keep my memories preserved. If I don't have them, what do I hold on to? Where do I archive my emotions? Who am I left with?
If you can't find yourself in this mess, you need to
clean it out.
You wear the trinkets that chain you
I'm
down.
done with this
it's
conversation.
a habit to hoard these emotions.
Why do we keep going through this?
Yes, we have to go through this. Don't be shocked out.
Don't touch my stuff.
You don't need this anymore.
Yes, I do. That's from the time I feel.
You don't need to feel this anymore.
Why won't you leave me alone? These emotions keep me safe, reminders of the moments I went through, the memories I treasure.
This isn't treasure, it's trauma. Stop boxing up your emotions. You're suffocating under all these sprays.
You put that back.
You don't need this.
Yes.
Stop. Not every emotion is a collector's item.
Let it go.
When will you ever let things go?
When will you ever let me
I'm
go?
trying to help you.
You're trying to take from me. Everybody tries to take from me, tries to take away the novelties that make up my identity. I make pathways through my mind.
But isn't it crowded?
Pathways that no one has walked through but me.
You don't have to walk this alone. You materialize your emotions. Can you really keep all this inside?
Do I really need to? No.
Yo, get out of my head! Give it up for the Poets, Metaphor Houston. If you like what you heard, July 30th at the Post, the Rooftop, 7:30 p.m. free Youth Poetry Slam, Houston versus Dallas. On deck, I got Andre Lopez. Now, Mike, put your hands together for Esma.
Rocket science is the designing and building of rockets using the principles of momentum conservation. In other words, define the strongest force on Earth, gravity. Serving is not rocket science. Serving is taking orders and passing food. For $2.13 an hour, I am all yours. How is everyone tonight? My name is Asman. I'll be taking great care of you. And my face smiles. But I don't. All I can think is keep this mask on while you're playing Table 3. Table 5, an eighth cup of sweet tea needs another. Table 8, pound of hair. Now everyone wants their food cooked. Remember, there's a party at 12 that still needs to be greeted. And this other table is not even mine. But they keep snapping at me and all I ask for some space. But there's no air where planets collide. A family of asteroids laying their infant tear up the dining room. A lady with 7 rings keeps asking for more, and it's not rocket science. So I give her more, but everyone wants more, and it seems like a fun pastime to play a game of pin the pressure on the employee. The prize is always a free meal. I tell a regular my body is not on the menu. He tries to take a bite anyway. When he complains of poor service, management pays his bill, bribes him with gift cards, and begs him to come back. And this is my 3rd double in a row. I mean, I watch a sunrise and sunset in the same building 6 times in a row. Side note, did you know the fundamentals of astrodynamics and Newton's laws? The reaction is an equal and opposite reaction. In rockets, gas exhaust propels a rocket forward. In restaurants, server exhaust propels a restaurant forward. The saying goes, if you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen. But no one talks about the dining room. The bartender walks into his bar and has another breakdown. And that's the joke, because depression is skyrocketing and all my coworkers are astronauts. We're just saving up for a ticket out of here. Every shift, we shoot for the stars just to crash land in the weeds. And can I be honest with y'all? I don't like serving white people. Something about it makes me feel like I'm trying to earn my 40 acres on the moon. And while we're on the subject, I don't like serving black people either. They expect the world, and most of the time, both just leave $5 on the table. And religious people all know better. God only knows how many little Bibles have been left like debris. I've had to learn the hard way. Prayer don't always change the money, but money always changes the prayer. I get asked why I don't choose a different job. I say, because people will always be hungry, and they ain't all bad. Just like the night ain't all dark. There's just not as many stars I can count on. I just wish more people knew a tip is 20% of your bill before the discount.
Yeah. These poets came to speak tonight. Tip your server and tip your bartender. Y'all make sure to tip the staff, Man, she said, yo, Amir, I drove in from out of town. I gotta get on this mic. I said, hell yes. All right, y'all, on deck. I got Jeremy Pastor. Next up, coming to the stage. Put your hands together for Andre Lopez.
Thank you.
I just did that because I'm nervous. But now I'm about to speak with some purpose. All right. What's really the truth? Not yours, not mine. I guess the universal truth. I don't know. Can we really all be on the same page? So I just choose whatever I feel the most and run with it. Then comes someone with all their other type of information. They speak so passionately. So there must be some truth to it, even if it doesn't align with me. Are they a reliable source, or did they get that from a reliable source? Nah, that's their truth. They got it. They think that, but they're not wrong. But if thinking or meditation got them to that conclusion, is that their opinion? At the same time, who gives a fuck? Why am I so curious about what other people think about the most random things? I'm worried about the wrong things, Okay, I can take too much into consideration, almost to a fault, leaving what's real for me in the back of my mind. That's it.
Y'all give it up one more time for Andre Lopez. On deck, I got Fire and Pong. Next up, coming to the stage, put your hands together for Jeremy Pastor.
I'm terrified. I'm not gonna lie. I've never done this before, kind of like. You're gonna stop cheering real quick. I'm a virgin. I've never done sex before either. Isn't that crazy? Any virgins in here? Any virgins? Nice. Okay. I'm a virgin, but in another world, there's a different version of myself. But I promise it won't help to focus, barely notice the pain that I felt. Now, this guy may look like me, but soon you'll see the disparity between the real and the fake. The time I waste pushed me to my break. This guy walks with confidence, never dwelling on his consciousness, doesn't worry about the ominous feelings inside. Why do I hide? Wait, I know why. It's because I like fries. It's because I like guys. Psych. I lied. I don't like guys. I'm sorry. But would it really hurt to try? Start, don't stop. Praying my heart won't rot. I just been thinking a lot. I just been busy, too stuck in my head. You can't leave me alone with my thoughts. I swear this is all I got. I just got to shoot my shot. But every time I go to shoot, I'm shaking. Every time I go to shoot, I step back, I pull up, I lose. No animus, baby, you're driving me crazy. I wish that you date me. My mind is real hazy. I can't keep on playing these games, no. Only got myself to blame, though. Wonder if she feel the same, though. She's perfect in every way, but she don't dance. I'll be your man's. Just give me a chance.
Just give him a chance. Y'all give it up for the poet Jeremy Pastor. On deck. I got Adriana and Metaphor Houston. Next up, coming to the stage, Fire and Pong.
Good evening. Long-time listener, first-time performer. So I'll call this Don't Forget to Catch the Beat. I was told I was meant to dance and that my people were born to be in cadence with the earth, with the kick of a drum, bellowing the strength of the thunder and the crush of the cymbal, magnifying the current and lightning that flows within my spine. I move and groove with the sounds of the elements. I am a warrior. I am an artist. I am an instrument of God and Allah, meant to be plucked and strummed and to freely resonate in harmony with the people. And when the sounds of the elements coalesce into a single rhythm, and the music of the earth plays, my heart beats syncopated. I feel discomfort. I alleviate my unsettlement with a dance. I merely rock on any block and shucky my way to victory. And as long as I am good with good company, I am home. Dance is a language, and as long as you've been raised in the culture, then you're never alone. You can electric slide and swag surf with people you've never met and walk away with a single line in your head. That was fire. I swear to God, I danced and suddenly I am connected. Forgive me for being so esoteric. Let me break it down. You know that feeling you get, that discomfort that courses through your whole body when your song comes on and you sing along in your head, half listening, and someone's talking to you, you're humming the hell out of them, and you're like, that's crazy, because your mom taught you better and you got to treat them with respect, hoping that they will shut the fuck up and just let you dance. I'm right there with you. I said it and I'll say it again. I dance and I'm home. My mom always said, a good song is always contagious, and I hope when you hear the beat of my people, you're infected.
That was Fire and Pong. All right, y'all. I got a special surprise I'm going to award really quick. Is Dasha Rasheen here? Dasha. You're right here? Okay, I have your wallet. Make some noise for getting your shit back. On deck, I got your featured poet, Brandon Dillon, on deck. But next up on the stage, we have one last poem from Metaphor, Houston.
Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. This song is about taking control. Your life, your choice.
Don't go with the flow.
You're in charge of your boat. You've got your hands on the oars, or this song is different
Because you're a woman. Row, 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 v. Wade. It's about control over your body.
Pro-life, pro-choice. Two extremes in the same American boats. Except boats are named after women. And ours was capsized, overturned,
Despite our boat taking centuries to build,
and having held us for half of one.
now you are expected to do the holding. A woman's arms.
Expected to cradle an unwanted child gently down the stream.
But no stream is always gentle.
In a storm, it can be raining cats and dogs. But the raining men are the real animals. Women have always braved troubled waters. And can't seem to catch a break.
It should be her choice if her water breaks.
Merrily, 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 merry.
Tying a knot isn't enough for men. They still want to tie a woman up in legalities.
Tie her, deny her own body. If life-giving DNA is that important to men, you'd think they'd have learned
To not be dicks.
Life is but a dream.
But who dreams of this kind of life?
Where an automatic gun receives more legal protection
Than a woman who wants autonomy.
Women are the life givers, just like rivers, fountains, wells,
offspring.
men assailing women, setting sail.
That's a monstrous precedent for this country.
Without legal protection, what do men think will happen in the land of the free?
Home of the women who have braved the monster claw of a clothes hanger.
remove the proto-life they do not have room in their life for.
Women can't row a boat when the hands on the oars are not our own. Women can't wade through the waters and arrive safely on the other side. The flow is flawed, boats been overturned, and only infant life jackets are available.
Row, row, v. Wade, broadcasted live streams.
Merrily, 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 married.
Life, a stolen dream.
Yo, fuck the Supreme Court all the way off with that poem. Y'all give it up for the youth. Y'all give it up for the youth. Hey, I hope y'all change the world, because we sure as hell ain't done it for anything better than it is. All right, y'all. All right, y'all. I need everyone to say feature. We got a featured poet in the house. This is the time. This is our feature presentation. This poet is from all the way right here in Houston, Texas. This is one of my OGs who's been coming out here blessing this mic for years, and I'm so happy that you're featuring with us today, Brandon. His name is Brandon Dillon. He is a Marine and a father and a poet who reads from the soul. He's got a book out, Mad Ramblings of the Joker, and he has a dog named Chaos. Right about now, Houston, this is an artist from your own city. We're building energy. We are showing love. We are building energy. We are showing love all the way to the stage for Brandon Dillon.
Hey, this is fucking wild, y'all. I've never been a feature or anything in my life, so thanks for allowing me to come here. But hey, it's kind of fucked up, y'all. Y'all had these youths here because they've been tearing it up all night, y'all. I gotta follow that, man. I gotta follow that. Like, come on, man. Hey, if y'all can get to that show, y'all better get to that slam because they're gonna kill it out there, y'all. Man, I'm fucking nervous, y'all. Hey, poetry has saved my life, y'all. Y'all have saved my life. This scene, these people, y'all, the ones who read, the ones who listen. Poetry, not just my poetry, but y'all's poetry has saved my life. And words are powerful, y'all. I just want to say thank you for everybody who stayed here. I want to say thank you for everybody I know in real life who came out here to see me. I'm going to read some of these off the top, but I don't have all my poems memorized. My brain's been shook around a few times. You know, bombs and bullets and shit like that. So I'm going to read a couple of these off the top, and then I'm going to read out my book, and I hope y'all enjoy it. I am not a slam poet. I'm not even sure if I'm a poet. Sometimes I find it hard to call myself a writer. What I am is just a man. I've never been one for competition. I think because my life has been a competition, a high-stakes game of life versus death, hunger versus starvation. And when I think of any other type of competition, they just cannot compete. What I am is a joker who rambles on and on and on about the pain and love and despair and utter hopelessness of the world. What I do is rip pieces of my soul and throw them to the masses, and I hope they reach at least one, that they resonate with someone, and it saves them or saves me or saves us. What I do is use my blood and bone to write these pages, to write my life. So no, I am not a slam poet. I don't even know if I'm a poet. Sometimes I find it hard to call myself a writer. What I know for sure is I'm a mad joker, and these are my ramblings. My mind is racing, and it's got me pacing, running laps in my head and sweating in my bed, and I cannot figure it out. I just want an out. I'm not writing this just for the clout. I'm just wishing there was someone, anyone, who would dare to care just a little, to tell me everything is not okay, and that is okay because they got me. Tell me, come here, let me hold you. Let's hug it out. Let's cry it out. Tell me, baby, I got you. And actually have me. Not just for a moment, not just long enough to find your real name is Casper, but long enough for us to capture each other. Pick up our broken and become one. Can't I have one? Can't I have something real? Something real in a world of fiction? I have an addiction that I just can't get my fix for. I just want something more. I just want one, singular, not plural, just one, because I'm too grown to play games. I just want to play at life with the prize of the dark room cuddled up. I want to huddle up and get this plan on how we conquer the world. Bonnie and Clyde minus the massacre. Romeo and Juliet without the suicide. An ending without tragedy. Happy. I had a dream, and in this dream, I was okay. I had a dream, and in this dream, I was okay. I had a dream, and in this dream, I was okay. I wasn't angry. I wasn't sad. I wasn't scared. I could walk through crowds of people with no fear of anyone exploding. Pink mist and shrapnel would not consume me. I could walk through crowds of people. I had a dream, and in this dream, I was okay. I could walk through crowds of people with no fear of anyone exploding. Pink mist and shrapnel would not consume me. I could walk through crowded places completely oblivious to made-up danger. No more hyper-alertness draining me. I did not scan my surroundings for imagined sniper nests, ambush points, and danger areas. I did not watch the ground, second-guessing each step, wondering if I could live without my legs. I had a dream, and in this dream, I was okay. I did not belong to Facebook groups whose sole purpose was suicide watch. I had never lost a brother to himself. The veteran community did not have a suicide rate 50% higher than civilians. I did not know the taste of a gun in my mouth, seasoned with tears and fears. I did not have suicidal tendencies. I had a dream, and in this dream, I was okay. My marriage was not in shambles. I did not push away anyone who got too close. I did not try to destroy all my relationships. I was not happy only in conflict. I did not walk across bridges as I burned them. I had a dream, and in this dream, I was okay. I did not need medicine. I did not need therapy. I did not need intensive trauma therapy. I did not need cognitive behavioral therapy to restructure my mind on how I moved throughout the world. I did not need pills to bring me down to a level to use these coping skills. I did not need coping skills, y'all. I had a dream, and in this dream, I was okay. I had a dream, and in this dream, I was okay. I had a dream, and then I woke up. All right, that's all my
Yo, let me know what y'all think of Brandon Dillon so far. This is the awkward part of the show where the host interrupts the feature to plug their merchandise. Brandon, do you have any merchandise for sale?
Yeah, I got some books in the back, y'all.
You have some books. How much are those books?
$10 a pop.
Only $10. Right, all right. You can't afford not to buy it. Here's a tip jar. I'm going to put some money in the tip jar. I'm going to pass this tip jar around. If you like what you heard, there's also a virtual tip jar. You can tip on Cash App. You can tip on Venmo. There might have also been a QR code in your seat where you can buy this book. He also has this book for sale. But now I've done the tip plug. I've done the merch plug. I'm going to give it back to your feature to finish out his set.
All right. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. So that's about all my TBI brain can handle off the top. So I'm gonna read the rest out of my book, y'all. This one's titled Father's Day. I grew up fatherless. I grew up poor and grimy. Because of this, I grew up searching and yearning for the approval of strong male role models. Well, any role model really. Try as my mother did, she just couldn't contend with that which I craved. I grew up in wickedness, lost in an urban wilderness of poverty and pain, waiting for a strong hand to grasp mine. But alas, my only guides were drugs, violence, and sex. Forever circling me were the monsters of the world, no one to protect me from their frenzy, no one to show me the way to be a man, the way to be strong, to be courageous, to be wise, or the way to care for a woman. I grew up fatherless, raised by packs of feral children. We all longed for each other's approval, for each other's guidance in our expeditions to become men. We grew up in packs, howling at the moon. We ran the streets and screamed, "Fuck the police," as we lost our religion and raged against the machine. I was wild, I was scared, I was unhinged. Growing up violent and unstable, we consumed our poison and starved our morals. We were a pack of wolves, ravenous, with no alpha, wandering aimlessly, degrading and pillaging all in our path. I walked blindly in life, never understanding the damage I caused. I grew up running lost, watching as the pack thinned and fell to the wayside, hunted and killed, hunted and caged, hunted like the animals we were, and so my heart grew cold, my skin hard, and my tongue venomous. My eyes narrowed, searching for the next hustle, the next gambit, the next conquest. My hands grieved, bloodied, and battered. I grew up looking for a father, only to find the deranged. Angry. You ask me why I am angry, and I ask you why you are not. We look at each other perplexed, so I will tell you why I am angry. I am angry because we are born into a world of money and power, a world where to live we must become a slave to paper, a world where I do not have the right to rainwater or fresh fruit, where to further our knowledge is to go into debt, and to go into debt is to jump into the tar pit of servitude. I am angry because the perfect world we could have been given has become broken and ugly by past generations who tell us this is the way of things and to accept it. I am angry for the way we are and how we treat others and how we treat ourselves, how we hate and attack ourselves for having different ideas, different beliefs, and different bodies, for how easily we kill, rape, and enslave each just because we have the power. I am angry because we as a species destroy everything and anything for the sake of profit and progress. Generation after generation has been and is being conditioned to accept all this, even though we know it is wrong, even though we have the power to change, but maybe it is the willpower that we lack. I am angry because we are misled. We are shown smoke and mirrors, deceit and distractions, and never the truth. And it seems the farther we go, the less we travel, the more we speak, the less we hear. Because each time we fail to work together, we fail ourselves and we fail our children. I am angry because after thousands of years, we have changed only the technology used to shackle us and not our mindsets needed to free us. I am angry because you ask me why I'm angry. I am angry because you are not angry. All right, this is my last one, y'all. I've never read this in front of anybody. I don't know. I'm going to try to get through it. We'll see. She looks through me with eyes of ice, the flames long extinguished. She screams that she hates me, and I understand why. She tells me she wishes for my death, that I should have died in Afghanistan, that just my walking and drawing breath makes her angry. She says I should just kill myself and fade from memory, that everything would be better that way. So I put that cold metal in my mouth and cry. I cry from the hurt and the fear. I cry because I did not die, because I walked that scorched earth and lived to tell the tale, because each day is a reminder of my failings as a husband, as a father, as a Marine. My face begins to ache sore from the chatter of my teeth on that hard metal. Such an awful sound, a sad melody, death's lullaby. A chill comes over me as sweat bleeds through my clothing. My body trembles as my heart pounds through my chest. In a moment, it will all be over. My emotions, my thoughts, my pain, my burden. In an instant, it will be no more. No more guilt, no regret, no more late night fights, losing my fucking mind. Nothingness shall be my salvation. My finger flirts with the trigger, hesitant and nervous, like the first time they explored a woman. I start to gently squeeze the trigger and time stops. I envision life without me. I see the mess someone will find, the blood and brain scattered about, the lifeless shell that was once me piled on the floor. I hope it is not my sons. I think about my family and friends, my brothers, the tears they will shed, the cliche social media posts they will make. I think about the guilty sigh of relief some will take, and as I continue to pull the trigger, something makes me stop, something deep within me, the part of me that pulls life from the hate and discontent of the world, my rage, my monster, my duality. It screams from the abyss, bellowing in a voice of disdain to remove the gun from my mouth. I beg it, please, no. Let me finish what I have started. Let me end it all, because I have grown weary of this life, of the pain, the lies, the betrayal. This thing, this monster in me cares not for my feelings. It laughs at my weakness, and it speaks with a voice of contempt the words it has always said to move me forward. Forget them. Do not give in to your weak desires. You are a warrior, and this is not how I will let us die. Again, I plead, let me be. Let me wallow in my woe. Let me end. Please let me end this torment. Let me feel the sweet release of nothingness. The metal in my mouth chokes me as tears and saliva run down my face. As I circle the room, faster and faster I move, and I know not what to do. So again, it speaks to me. It tells me what I must do, that I must live in spite of my pain, that life is suffering, and my suffering is far from over. And so I remove the gun from my mouth, collapsing to the floor, crying. I shall live despite her and the ones who want me gone. My life will be lived in protest to my failures, and through my suffering, I shall find my redemption. I will live in aversion to the ones who want me gone. I will live in servitude for the ones who need me, and I will live in suffering for myself, forever atoning my mistakes, forever searching a loveless world for a true love. I will live. I will fucking live, y'all. Poetry has saved my life. I wrote this poem Several years ago, after putting a gun in my mouth and almost killing myself, I'm here to tell you now, if you're ever thinking of hurting yourself, fight past it. Fight past it. 5 years ago, I almost ended my life, and now I'm standing in front of you with a book in my hand and the love of a good woman in the crowd. I have friends. I have friends. I have friends that have come from all over to see me. Life is not over. Fight through it, y'all. Thank you.
Y'all give it up one more time for Brandon Dillon. Can we make some noise for survivors one time? Can we make some noise for all the poets who blessed this mic this evening? I do need to say, if you drive a red Toyota Highlander, you poor an asshole. You are blocking several people in. Please move your car. The only thing you should do before you move your car is buy one of Brandon's books, Ramblings of a Mad Joker. If you like the set, if you like the book, go let the artist know. The books are $10. I believe hugs are $20. Thank him for his service. Thank our troops, our veterans. Support them. Thank y'all for your support of the arts here. We do have another poetry open mic next week featuring Wayne Henry coming all the way from Dallas, Texas. It has been such a pleasure to be your host this evening. My name is Amir Safi. Thank y'all again so much for such a great show. We'll see you again next week.